Today's video is on my eyebrows. I've had a lot of requests. My viewers have requested me to, and my subscribers have requested me to make a video on my eyebrows because everybody seems to like them. So just a little bit of background information about me. I used to be a makeup artist, and not only was I a makeup artist, but I also did semi-permanent makeup. And because I really believed that the eyebrows, I believe that the eyebrows frame the face. It's like a painting. It's like a painting without the frame. The frame makes the painting. If the frame is very pompous and very big and ornamented, it's only either going to hide the painting or it's going to enhance it. So the frame has to be the perfect one for that painting, and the same thing with the eyebrows. They have to suit your face, and basically nature usually does a pretty good job at that. You just have to kind of work around it and not modify the natural shape of your eyebrows. That's the most important thing. Do not alterate too much the natural shape of your eyebrows. Now, if you don't have any eyebrows, then fine, you create it. But remember the painting. Your face is a painting, and your eyebrows are like the frame. So just imagine doing semi-permanent makeup on eyebrows, or like a lip liner or something. You have to have a very firm hand. Not only that, you have to draw it in first and ask the woman that you're doing it to if she likes it, if she feels comfortable with it, and you have to also find the perfect color. So I don't want to bore you with like a 15-minute video. Hopefully it won't be 15 minutes, and I'll try to be very precise and fast. Now, nature has given me these eyebrows, and these I had very bushy eyebrows, and they also grew here in the middle. So what I needed to do is, back when I was a teenager, I discovered plucking, that I could pluck my eyebrows. Now, the first time I plucked my eyebrows, I was like, my eyes were like I was basically crying. It was like so difficult to pluck my eyebrows, and I'm very sensitive skin, and so I used to tear a lot, and then like your skin gets used to it. What you want to do before plucking or doing anything is that you don't want to have any makeup on, which I do. Don't do like me. You have to have a clean face and clean hands, because every time you're plucking or you're doing something, you're creating a minor cut to your skin, and some blood might come out. So make sure you want to have a clean skin and just a clean canvas. Now, I'll tell you the tools that you have to have. Now, you have to have one of these brushes that to brush out your eyebrows with, okay? So you can brush them. Then a angled brush, okay? Anyone, the 266 from MAC will do, any will do, it's fine. So the thinner it is, see here? The thinner it is here, the better. I mean, if it's thicker, sometimes like the thinner it is, not the thinner, well, you know what I mean. Okay, then you need a tweezer. This is a Revlon tweezer, and I like the tip here, the edges, not to be too flat and not too sharp. This is rounded, and I like these Revlon ones because of that, because every time you pluck, you always go like this. You can kind of like scratch your skin and make some little minor cuts that you can't see with the eye, but always going like this. If they're too flat and they're too sharp here, that's not good. Then you need a pair of scissors, which these are also Revlon scissors, just normal. And then you need eyeshadows. I'm not a big fan of penciling in your eyebrows, because it's kind of a very harsh and rough kind of line, and I don't like that. So eyeshadows are better, because remember, if your eyebrows are very designed and very sculpted, you're gonna look like a cartoon character, and you're gonna look very mean. So you just look in the mirror, okay, and you figure out what is wrong with your eyebrows. Like, you have them, what do you want to do? So basically, like, mine are pretty perfect. The top I don't really touch I don't touch the top, because the top part is the part where you least want to touch your eyebrows, because nature has given you that shape and you want to keep it. What you want to do is clean underneath it and here especially. What you can do at the top is cut a bit. So what you're going to do is like brush up and then cut. So how do you find the normal shape, the shape of your eyebrows? Well, always remember, nature has given you these eyebrows because there's a purpose. But if you want to go ahead and be scientific about it, so you take the brush that you have, you put it against your nose here, and this is where, and you look straight into the mirror, and this is where your eyebrow has to start. Okay, obviously if the eyebrows go further in, your eyes are gonna look closer together. If you take the eyebrows where they start further apart, your eyebrows are gonna look or seem like they are further apart too. So the further out you go, the wider your nose is gonna look. So if you have them like starting over here, then your nose is gonna look wider. So just normal, never exceed with things. Never like start here or start like in the middle. Always try to balance everything out, because balancing is what makes the difference with everything. So you want to start here, then you want to go here with the side of the nose. You want to put it right here and into your iris. Whoa, my eyelashes are really, really long. So once you draw a line here, you take this with your eyeshadow and you have it there. You put your finger and then you draw a line here, and that's where you want to start. Then you tilt your brush. You look straight in the mirror, always straight like this. And if you look straight, where your iris is, your pupil, and you direct it right there, and that's where your top point is going to be. So you're going to make a mark. And then you always with the brush, you slant it again and you go at the side of your eye right there, and that's where it's going to finish. So as you can see, there's a little piece missing. So I could, when I'm drawing them in, I can go outside a bit, like I can continue the line a bit. It's up to you. So once you have them, once you have drawn them in, now for blondes, this is Taupe by MAC, and I always use this. I apologize for my nail polish. I've been watching too much YouTube, as you can see, and I kind of tend to do stupidities. And then I have Espresso by MAC, which when I want to go darker and redder, I use Espresso. And now when I really want to have an intense look, I use Faith by Illamasqua, which is a colder brown. Since I'm ash, my eye color is ash, my hair color is ash blonde. This is more of a cold color, so it's fine. So let's do it with, I'm gonna do it with Taupe today, because then I have to go out. What you need to do is, after you've taken your little dots here, you've put your little dots in, you always want to keep in mind that making an eyebrow has to look like a dove's wings, okay? So a dove's wing goes up here and then down. You don't want anything sharp. If you want to have sharp eyebrows, that's fine, that's up to you. But you're going to look like a cartoon character, and it's going to make you mean looking. The sharper they are, the more angular they are, and the more lifted here they are, the more mean you're going to look, the meaner you're going to look. So, well, you do want to have some sort of a curve. So as you can see, a dove's wings starts out thick here, then goes thinner, and then has a top part, and then goes down gradually. Everything has to be subtle. Nothing has to be too rounded, unless your eyebrows do that. Nothing has to be too angular. So what you want to do is, when you take your brush, you don't draw it in solid. Never do that. You just take it, you turn it upside down, and you go up. You make little stroke movements, so that you're actually drawing little hairs, like it were your hair. When you get to here, you tilt the brush this way, and you go always making little hair movements, okay? And you continue until you have a nice eyebrow that you want. I'm going to extend it a little bit, as you can see, okay? And that's your eyebrows. Now, you want to make sure that you draw more on the top. You want to make your line a little bit more pronounced on the top and not on the bottom, because the top is better, not the bottom. You don't want to have a thick line here. You want to have very faded colors here that go to the top and are darker here. So that's why the pressure that you apply the eyebrow with is the key element. So here also you want, after you've done all of your eyebrows, go back here, and whatever's left on the brush, then you make little motions like this. Let me do this other eyebrow. So see the difference? This is more intense, but just a little bit intense, and see the shape of a dove's wings. It goes up and then down. Always taking measurements. We've taken measurements, that's fine, okay? And let me do the other side. Always little strokes. Okay, so now I have perfect eyebrows. Now tweezing, okay, you brush them out if there's anything that goes outside. So first you draw them in and then you pluck or do whatever, okay? Make sure everything is clean. So you brush them out. If there's anything that goes over that line, which there is here a little bit, I'm going to cut it. Make sure you look in your magnifying mirror, not like me, because I don't have any glasses on, so you're going to poke your eyes out. So what happens is sometimes my eyebrow here is lower and this one is higher. So I'm going to lower this because I can't higher this because it's not natural. So I'm just going to lower it and just a bit. So you want them looking almost perfect. What you want to do is, if you have any little hair growing here, take your scissor and just cut them so it's a bit cleaner. Don't alterate the shape though. Then you need a tweezer. Now a tweezer, I told you how I like them. You take your hair, what you want to do is that when you have your hair between the tweezer, you tug, when you're pulling on the hair, this hand pulls this way and this other hand pulls that way, so that you don't feel pain. So you take the eyebrow, sorry, and you go like this. It's like this kind of motion. I don't suggest you wax your eyebrows because here it's a very delicate area. So if they say to wax your eyebrows, it's wrong, because after years, this skin here that is extremely delicate is just going to sag and go down, and you don't want that, and you can get like a little hyperpigmentation no matter what they say. I do not believe in waxing your eyebrows. So pluck, pluck, pluck all around here every day. I pluck every day, guys. You have to pluck every day. Here you pluck, and then any extra hair you cut here and you shorten, trying not to alterate the shape. And remember that your eyebrows are fundamental to your face, and I adore eyebrows and I love my eyebrows. I must admit I have nice eyebrows. Sometimes I leave them natural, but other times I don't do everything. The only thing that I do is that here they're a little sparse, so I go and fill them in here. Make sure you want to darken the top and not so much the bottom, and that's the key to having perfect eyebrows. I'm sorry it's still 15 minutes. I wasn't fast enough, but I hope that was helpful and I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Bye bye, guys.